Alright guys, welcome back to Frugal Homestead. So today I want to talk about a tool that we've been using for firewood around the homestead here that has made my life so much easier, and it has been so much easier on my back. And that's the Fiskars Hookaroon. Alright, this is the XA22, which is the 28-inch model. It has a boron carbon steel hook on it. Alright, and this thing has hit everything from dirt to rock to concrete. Doesn't even have a dent in it. Now, for those of you who don't know, Fiskars has a lifetime warranty on their products. They do have a few exceptions, but not many. So that's one of the reasons why you'll see me running a lot of their products, is just because of the lifetime warranty. Now, a lot of people be like, why would you buy that? How can that help you in your life? And I think you'd be pleasantly surprised once you start using it what this tool can do. Whether it is we're at a job site and I am smacking it into the wood, catching the end grain, to pick it up and throw it in the truck. I also will take it and hit smaller pieces to load in the truck. I use it when I'm doing rounds now and picking them up and throwing them up onto the log splitter. Lately I've even been using it to roll logs when I don't have my log roller with me, and that makes it easier just so I can have it laying on the log, hold the chainsaw in one hand, smack it, and roll the log over. Honestly, all those are situations where we've been using this, but actually what I've been also using this for is reaching out to grab stuff off a pile and pull it down to me. So if I have a big pile of rounds, rather than trying to like pull it down and jump out of the way, I can just reach over and pull it down. Now, I end up throwing my wood in the truck and drop a lot on the ground. So rather than walking up and picking all those up, I can actually pick it up with this. And we also have a new tool that goes into our tailgate called a wood dock. And you can go into your hitch mount and put logs into it and then cut them up with your chainsaw. And I've been practicing using this to load that. So what I'm trying to do is never bend over. Now you do have to be careful. You really have to learn how to sink this in, and sometimes you may sink it in too much, which makes it a little harder to get out. It is something you have to get used to. I've got a lot of beech in the yard here, and you need to end grain, or you need to go with the grain through the bark. But if you try and cross grain it, it doesn't want to stick at all. So just some things to know, how you use it and what you use it for. I can tell you at a $50 price point, which I will put links in the description if you want to go check this out or you're interested in these. But at $50, if I don't have to bend over pretty much at all when doing firewood, that's a big win for me. Now, weight is also a big concern, because you can buy cheap ones of these with big old massive cast heads, but they're so heavy. This thing comes in at 1.8 pounds. And honestly, for what it is, it's pretty balanced. I mean, it's about where you want it to be. You want all your power to be in your hook. Now this is a product from a company in Finland. And I gotta say that those guys know what they're doing over there. Their products are solid. I mean, really, when you look at it, you don't think it's much. It has a carbon composite, fiber composite handle with a kind of a grip, but it's almost like a plastic rubber grip here. But that tail there catches. So when you're doing your angle and your hit, you're pulling. Now obviously it's pretty simple to figure out the pros and cons of this thing. At least for the pros, you're not bending over. You're not hurting your back. You're not having to reach as far. You're not putting yourself in dangerous situations like pulling logs down, having to jump out of the way. Honestly, it has so many pros, it's hard to beat. But there is one con, and it is a very important con, because just like some people have back issues, so they would like this, some people have arm, elbow, shoulder, or forearm issues. And I can tell you from using this, and I mean, as you can see, it's pretty beat up. I use my tools. But when you are going and using this and you're hitting and you're picking up your wood, it will start to work muscles, and you'll think it's tennis elbow, but it's actually these muscles that run up your forearm, the back up your shoulder. So for the first couple days, you're gonna be sore because your body's used to doing all this work with your back muscles. So you will start building up your forearms and start building up your biceps more by using this, using muscles you probably don't normally use. Now I like to go and use my hip some when I'm using the bigger ones, trying to put them up, some of these bigger rounds, but I am literally trying to not pick anything up. I don't care how big it is. Now, sometimes I do have to kind of move my foot because it will come off, but that's more about how I set the hook and less about the tool itself. But honestly, I would say that this has probably been our best investment this year in firewood. Now, we do have some other brands of pickaroons and hookaroons that we're going to be bringing to you. They're a little cheaper or designed in a little different method. I mean, every tool has a job, but for all around, I would say this is probably the best tool I've ever bought for firewood, just because my back is not killing me. Now, I say that, but we just got done doing a giant firewood job, and I'm actually still working through the pile here, as you can see. And I want to say, when I'm lifting all these rounds into the truck and I use this, you know, if I'm doing 4 or 5 loads a day, yeah, my shoulders are killing me, my elbows are killing me, my forearms are killing me, but not near as bad as trying to recover, you know, 3 or 4 days from a sore back once you've strained it out lifting all these pieces, because this is all very green wood and very heavy too. So I think you guys should definitely take the time to check it out. If nothing else, follow the link below, go check it out, see what you think, see if it's something that you guys would be interested in, or if it can fit into your, whether you're a firewood on a commercial scale, whether you're a homeowner, or whether you're literally somebody who has firewood just thrown in a pile they take in their house. Maybe you can just take this and pick it up. I've actually been getting better at picking up single pieces and putting them in my arm so that I can get a stack of wood in my arm just by picking it up off the ground. It does take some getting used to, but I definitely think this is a tool you guys should check out. There is cheaper versions, but as I said, they're much heavier and they can cause a lot more fatigue, whereas this is lighter. Now, with that said, and I don't know why you wouldn't have already, come on guys, go down, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you see all of our upcoming videos. Give us a like, leave us a comment, let us know if you've ever used a hookaroon or a pickaroo, or what your ideal tool is that makes firewood the easiest for you. Who knows, maybe we can learn from you guys too. Now, as you can see, I have a giant pile of firewood to get back to here and a whole bunch of cookies I gotta move as well. So I will get to work. You guys can go check out all of our other videos because there's tons of great content, and we hope to hear from you below, and we will see you in the next one.